What's going on? What is going on? It is your boy Smooth Blaze, and I'd like to welcome you back to the Reality Check, Present versus Future Self, episode 19. Now, on last week or a couple weeks ago, what we discussed was the recap of chaos that breeds opportunity. And before we get into all the major points for this week, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell, select all, so you will not miss one video. Now, the topic for this week deals with average-minded people. Again, average-minded people. As I thought about this statement, I evaluate, how I do things and, the connections I make. And I have to ask myself, why is it so important to have separation in collaboration with elevation? So as I think about dealing with the average-minded people versus persons that are trying to do the best and the best they possibly can, there's a different type of mindset that plays into that. So what I've learned about myself is one thing. As I look at the importance of separation and elevation. One, I understand my worth. I know that I'm worth more than what I'm doing, so I need to move as such. Next thing is I know that my visions and dreams exceed my current season, meaning that the current season that I am may not be where I expect it to be, but I'm on the right path. Positive energy matters, meaning that having positive mindsets and positive persons in your corner will keep you grounded and keep you motivated. And also understanding that my circle reflects me. Meaning that if I have good positive people in my circle and guys that or women that are trying to elevate, my circle going to grow with me. And they'll be a representation of what I'm trying to do. So as I look at that, I think about some habits that I've created for myself that are good. One, being more open-minded to different ideals. How I was raised versus how another person was raised may be different, but does not mean that there's not any truth in what they're saying. So being open to different things. Creating an environment of peace, meaning that I have a place where I can zone out, I can get away from all those persons that don't necessarily care for my well-being to that deep extent to find my center. Focusing on positive outcomes as relates to failures, meaning that in life we're gonna have things go on in life, and throughout those times, don't focus on the negative. Focus on what things you did right to see that next time that this happens, you'll know how to move to avoid being in a situation where you may not come out on the best end of the stick. Taking better care of my body, meaning that I get one temple, I get one shot of taking care of myself. Praying on a daily basis. This is very important as you're going through your life. You have to always keep prayer, keep God within you, because it's frustrating at times and we can't do everything without Him. Just always remember that. Focus on my habits and my goals, meaning throughout my time, what I've done is focus on things that I enjoy. Music, doing different motivational speeches, those things that I enjoy. In addition to looking at my goals and saying, okay, I knocked this out. Now I can move this out the way and focus on this. So aligning everything to ensure that I'm getting a well-rounded experience. Now, as we think about the healthy habits that we've created, the next thing we go into time management. I have a couple questions for you and for myself. How much do I value time? Meaning, in my space where I'm currently at, what am I doing with my time? And am I maximizing what I have within my time? You have to ask yourself that. And if we do know that tomorrow is not promised, what can we do to plan for better today? Plan better for the day. Meaning that since we know that tomorrow is not promised, God can come take you or anything can happen. Just realize that the more work you do on today that you get accomplished, the better your future will be regarding what you need to take care of. You take care of it now, you don't have to worry later on. So it's more important of having open time or open windows where you can maximize your time. Next, you have to deal with different relationships. With relationships, is essential. As we look at average-minded people, birds of feather flock together. So you're dealing with people that's low self-esteem, that don't do well. They got a flock of people that do the same thing. But when you're in a space where you have successful people, you got successful people dealing with each other. So always look at that. And these are some hard questions you're going to have to ask for yourself. Number one, can you identify any average person in your circle? Now, the person that might be in your circle, maybe known them for 20, 30 years, 15 years. But honestly, they give you the same sad story, and they ain't trying to develop or improve. So my thing is you can identify who's not trying to elevate versus the person that's not. And if that is the case, why do we allow them to contaminate our elevation? Now, when I say the word contaminate, think about it from this perspective. So if I know I have a leech in my circle, or somebody that does nothing but bring negative energy, why do I keep allowing them to stay in my circle? Because honestly, it could tarnish us elevating, because you have this mindset, we have a different mindset, so you obviously don't stick together. So if that contaminates, eventually it's going to grow into the group. So you have to understand your circle, your relationships that you build with people, and how to best navigate in that space. It's very important if you want to be away or in a space away from average-minded people. They're not bad people, they just don't fit where you are in your stage in life. Next will be your finances, financial management. When you think about money, do you think about instant gratification, or do you think about long-term benefit? Because at the end of the day, a small-minded person would think, okay, I got this money now, I can go buy this, I'm gonna go get this, go that, go get this outfit, go get those shoes. They'll think about things they can have now versus the future. Now, when you're around the people that are above average minded folks, or people that want to do more with themselves and improve themselves, they'll think about, okay, how can I save for this trip? How can I invest in this thing? How can I help funding for my kids? It's a variety of different mindset. Your mind is focused on getting your rewards later versus currently. Another thing will be, as I think about financial management, are the people in your circle holding you accountable with your money management and elevation? Meaning, when people care about you, they love you, they're going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you're not doing well with your finances and you're moving in the wrong direction, you have to have people in yourself that call you out about it. When they call you out about it, it's nothing personal. It's just take care of your business, and it's a reality check for you and for me. So always know that when you have those people in your circle, value them. And lastly, dealing with your faith level. The thing you have to ask, when you created this circle for yourself, did God guide you? Well, did God guide you through this process? Meaning that, did you pray and ask God to bring you people that are like-minded for you, that are a good fit for you? Or did you just go out there and wing it just to say, okay, I got people I can deal with, we similar somewhat? If so, did God reveal to you those persons that are assets or liabilities? Because at the end of the day, the circle that you start with ain't gonna be the circle that you in with a lot of times. Or people going to be broken off of the tree gradually. Because as you elevate, certain people are, you elevating here, certain people stay at this point and they're good. There are going to be people that go with you, but in the same breath, you have to realize what you're doing and how you can execute to do that. So always keep that in mind. God is going to show you who are assets in your life, and God is also going to show you who is going to take and be a liability. So always pay attention to that. So now that we know how to separate ourselves from average-minded people, let's keep it G. What is next? What happens after you do this? and what our expectations are increased in more intellectual conversations, meaning we're talking about more than just sports. We're talking about more than just making it to next month. We're talking about more than just being paycheck to paycheck. We're talking about what trips we're going to take, what goals we have set for our lives, what our long-term 5-year, 20-year plans, the whole thing you talk about. Next would be creating continuous flow of brainstorming, meaning that you have so much more creativity in your thought process, and your mind is not constrained to one thing. You're thinking outside the box. In addition to that, your circle begins to elevate as a whole, meaning that you elevate, but you see people around you doing the same thing. So that's how you know you're in good company. Continue to connect with God. Continue to keep your connection with God stronger, meaning that as your circle grows, as y'all begin to elevate, don't forget to bring God with you. God wants to be with you and on this journey because he got your back. So always remember that. Financial prosperity improves. It's a major thing too, because once you have more money in your pocket, you'll be able to do more things and experience more experiences. Always improve your mental and physical health, because that's essential to your growth, because it keeps your body and your mind clear long term. And always, lastly, always value time, meaning that the time you spend in certain spaces, you are maximizing that to ensure that nobody is wasting your energy or your effort, because you can't get time back. So as we close, I would like to thank you for checking out my channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell, select all, so you will not miss one video. Now before we close, please remember this simple phrase. We cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with a purpose. It is your boy, Smooth Blaze, and I'm signing out. Peace.